Hello, guys, and welcome back to the channel. How we're all doing today? My name is Don Meadowcroft, of course, and I'm doing well today. And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be discussing the Argentina game, and they have been beaten by 51st ranked in the World Cup, Saudi Arabia. If we have a look at the world rankings here, Saudi Arabia 51st, Argentina 3rd, and you'd say that Argentina were one of the favourites before going into this tournament. Brazil and Argentina were the two favourites, you'd say, other than France, maybe England. And I predicted them to win the World Cup. And I still think that could happen, but I think the fact that they have seen this Iran game against England and the Qatar game against Ecuador as a pushovers, essentially. And I think they've seen that a similar sort of vibe to it, because especially in the first half, I think that they treated it more like a friendly game rather than a World Cup game, because yes, they got the goal over controversial means. It was a similar sort of penalty decision that Harry Maguire should have had yesterday, and the Iran player got, essentially. And I think this inconsistency in this World Cup so far is a problem. I think that we'll see this throughout the tournaments. Maybe the better referees will be in the later stages, but I'm not too sure about that one. But other than that penalty, I don't think that Argentina had that many chances, really. Messi had a couple of headers in the second half, a couple of half chances as well. But like I said, in the first half, they treated Saudi Arabia like peasants, essentially, like a friendly game, and lower than them. And I think that they really did get humbled today. I think it is a reminder. And I think that this could be a good thing for Argentina. If you look at Spain in 2010, they lost their first game and ended up winning the World Cup. It could be a reminder that let's not take things easy, because they have got Mexico, they have got Poland. But credit to Saudi Arabia, they came out of the blocks. Well, not out of the blocks, did they? They got battered in that first half, didn't they? I think that if it wasn't for a couple of offsides, this would be a different story, and I probably wouldn't even be doing this video. But they went into half-time 1-0 down. Yes, there was a couple of offside goals, but they're offside for a reason. They weren't a legal goal, essentially. Messi with the calm penalty probably was a penalty, to be honest with you. The only penalty decision that's not been given so far is probably the Maguire one, weirdly enough. And I'm trying to say that not as a biased England fan. I'm saying that they were both similar in regards to how the foul came about. And I think that Argentina did struggle with the high line. I think that Saudi Arabia played this high line, played this very high press football or defensive football that Argentina didn't expect. And I think that the likes of Iran, the likes of Qatar, they had the low block and they tried to just cement a 0-0, and it didn't work, obviously, because they don't have the quality in defense to have that. So what Saudi Arabia did, essentially, was bring the line forward, especially in that second half. They carried on. They scored 2 in the second half when they came out. Argentina stunned, by the way, with them 2 goals. The second goal, especially, a quality finish. Top corner. Martinez didn't get to it. Hats off to you. What a performance from Saudi Arabia. And all the plaudits should go to them rather than, talking about how bad Argentina was, because I don't think that Argentina were necessarily that bad. I think Saudi Arabia just surprised Argentina with how much they pressed and how high they pressed. And I think that ultimately this could hinder Saudi Arabia, because, they've got a couple of games in the next week. I think that this will ultimately cost them, because you can't continue this sort of form over the next 3 games. There's too much running, there's too much high press, but this will go down as the greatest victory in the World Cup ever, you could say. I think that they've won 1 in 24 games. They've won one in 20 years. Sorry, I think it is actually 1 in 24 games as well. And it will go down as one of the greatest wins in World Cup history, with one of the greatest upsets and one of the greatest underdog stories, you could say, so far. This is the first time Argentina have lost a game by going ahead since 1958. And like I said, it could be a wake-up call for him. Messi wasn't great today. He looks like a player that it doesn't really fit the system, does it? I think that, especially in this game, this could all be knee-jerk, Jimmy. So yeah, that could be hypocritical, because they could win the next game 5-0 and then the next game 5-0, and it's all worthless, isn't it? But Saudi Arabia president has come out and said that tomorrow is a national holiday. Buzzing for the Saudi Arabians. Honestly, this is what the World Cup is all about. And I'm looking forward to each and every game now. It shows that football isn't predictable, especially with such a low-scoring sport. Anything can happen. Anything will happen, and it makes England fans believe more because ultimately the Iran game that we battered England with, I think that it shows that our ruthlessness yesterday is even more worthwhile. I think that I keep linking it back to England, but I can't help it. It's the belief and it's the what we want as a nation so far, and I think it's perfect for us. Argentina, I'm sure, will still get through the group and still go far. But Saudi Arabia, this is your night. This is your day. Hats off to you. And I will see you guys soon. If you haven't already, please could go and subscribe to the channel. This was just a quick little summarization of the game. I'm buzzing for Saudi Arabia. Obviously, hoping that Argentina get a bit further on because I know a few people have a couple of bets on them. Selfishly wise, anyway. But is it coming on? Every single video I'm gonna try and link back to that. If you haven't already, have a nice day. Have a good nice day for the rest of your day. So, like I said, if you haven't already, please can you go subscribe to the channel, comment below, like if you can. I will do more analysis in further games, but I just wanted to get this one straight away because I wanted to talk about how happy I am for the world of football and not politics for once. I'm fed up with that talk. And I will see you soon. Cheers, guys. Peace.